Hi, I'm Lisa Madro, a 7th grade social studies teacher at Bailey Middle School, and I'm going to be talking to you about the 7th grade social studies curriculum. First, I'd like to introduce our team. Pictured from left to right are Mrs. DeBlasi, Mr. McLean, Mr. Witter, Mr. Combs, and myself, Mrs. Madro. Some of the things that students will need in 7th grade social studies, number one, they need an interactive notebook. We've already set these up. Every student has one. They have a one-subject notebook that they'll use in class every day. This is where they'll keep notes and several of their assignments. This basically serves as their textbook, so this should be something that they're reviewing at home on a regular basis in order to prepare for tests. Speaking of tests, we will take a test every few weeks after every unit. We also do projects in 7th grade social studies. Our first quarter project will be related to the age of exploration. Our second quarter project, we will be doing presentations related to the age of revolutions. And our third quarter project will be related to a book about the world wars or the Holocaust. For homework in social studies, students have weekly homework. The homework most of the time will consist of documents of the week, where students will be given a set of documents to read and answer questions about in Google Classroom. We give this homework to help prepare students for the high school classes, particularly the advanced history classes that many of them will take in high school. Occasionally, students will have current events homework where they will be asked to watch a student news broadcast and complete tasks to go along with it. Again, when they have this assignment, it will also be electronic through Google Classroom. So now let's talk about some of what we study in 7th grade social studies. Essentially, our curriculum is world history from the Renaissance to the modern day. We start the year with a unit called the Great Global Convergence, where we talk about the Protestant Reformation, the Renaissance, the Age of Exploration, and colonization, particularly of the New World. After that, our second unit that we move into is the Age of Revolutions, where we talk about both political and intellectual revolutions. The Scientific Revolution, the Enlightenment, the American and French revolutions, as well as the revolutions that took place in Latin America. Right before winter break, the unit that we'll focus on is the rise of world powers. During this unit, we'll focus on the Industrial Revolution, imperialism, and nationalism throughout the world. When we return from winter break, we start our global conflict unit. As soon as we return after the break, we start our study of World War I. We do a short unit of the rise of dictators, and then we spend much of February on World War II and the Holocaust. After that, when we get to the springtime, we begin our study of the Cold War, where we talk about the superpowers and the division between them. We'll talk about the conflicts in Korea and Vietnam, as well as communist China. Our last unit of the year is Modern Global Society. We'll talk about the decolonization of Africa, the rise of globalization in the 20th century, and towards the end of the year, we do a short unit on terrorism. I've given you a basic overview of our curriculum in 7th grade social studies. A good resource for you to check on a weekly basis is our website, where we have an overview of the activities that we're doing and the homework and projects that are required. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your child's teacher directly, and he or she will be happy to help you. Thank you for your time.